Week 5, we're going to work with the transitions. We're going to start with a warm-up of with focusing on the transition, and then the transition from the serve, and then transition from the lob or without the lob, and then of course the transition with or without the backlash. All right, and then we finish with a transition game, a match game, starting from a transition shot. So the warm-up will be a little different than we used to do. So it will be like this. Turn the players and this. All right. There you go. Two players and one ball. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we're going to start. These players are going to have the ball in this area. All right, close to the net, like this. This player go to this marker and this here. All right, same thing. This player. So this is the warm up, okay, guys. So from this position to this, hit the ball slowly back in the volley and then go back all the way. This player can go in front to this marker and then hit the ball to the back wall and then hit the ball back. Like this, going back, move forward, hit the ball in transition like this, and then go back, and then same thing here, boom, hit the ball back. This player can work with the backhand, and this player can work with the forehand. And then they change position, or we change the players, all right? Or we change the players, and then we change, so everybody can take one backhand and one ball, and one forehand, all right? After that, we will have a transition from the serve. Okay. It means we're going to start serving and then moving forward. All right. From the serve and then moving forward. All right. So in this case, we're going to mark the area well we expect the players to be. Remember that we did this in the previous week, the position in the net. All right. So it should be something like this. Okay. We take these players away because it will be two players like this. Okay. So sorry. Well, like this. One player here and one player there. Like this. Okay, you can be in this position, the basket. Okay, so every player has 3 balls. Okay, in the pockets. If they don't have pockets, then they can put the ball in the side. It's no worries. Okay, so we do one serve. Doesn't matter. We try to aim to this serve line. If we miss the serve, don't bother. Just make the player go forward. And then hit one volley, boom, from this area, back, and then change. Okay, this player serve, coming forward, and then he get one ball to the volley, and then back. Okay, and then change. So now it's their turn, like this. Serve, come to the area, volley, and then change. All right. That would be the transition from the serve, guys. Okay, so it's very important that keep the exercise really dynamic, so this player doesn't need to wait too much. Okay, so it's very important. They can both serve at the same time, or one player serve first and then do the volley, and then the other one comes directly and do the other thing. We can serve from this area, serve and then go back, serve and then go back this area, so everybody change position. All right, so we don't need to wait too much to change them, so they can serve from both sides, from forehand and backhand. And after this, we want to do the transition from lob Okay, so it will be from the lob, and then we can do a transition from the back wall. So transition from the lob and the back wall, we can do it in two ways. For me, this is the best way, so we don't make too much waiting time. Okay, it will be like this, that in this area they work with the transition from the back wall, all right, without lob. Okay, and from this area, from this side, they work with the transition with the lob. Okay, two players like this. Okay, so you can take two players. You can either decide to go to the lob zone or to the back wall transition. Okay, this is up to you. All right, so these players, these two play together, so it means this player throw one ball to the back wall, boom, and then this player play the ball over the net and go forward. All right, go forward and then play one volley back to this player. This player has two balls, so one ball to the back wall, then play the ball over the net, and then come forward, and then another one back to the player. Okay, and we change. So now it's this turn, and this player has now two balls. Okay, so you can leave the basket there in this area. So this player has two balls all the time. All right, and from this area we make one lob. We can make, for example, one lob with the backhand like this, and then one ball with the forehand, and then we can go forward like this. Boom. We make it a little more space, and then we can bounce the ball, and then the players can hit the ball to the other side. All right, and then change position like this. So one backhand like this, and we lob, and then one forehand like this. We throw the ball here with the racket or with the hand, it doesn't matter, and then we lob over the other side. Then the players come forward, then we drop one other ball here, and then the ball, let it bounce, and then this player goes and attack that ball. Okay, so we can do the transitions from the lob and transitions from the back wall in the same exercise, in the same area at the same time. Okay, then we just change players like this. Okay, and of course we will finish the game with focusing on the transition. So you can start the ball from this side, for example. Okay, I'm going to show you here, two players here, one player on the coach and the basket. All right, let me turn this player like this. There you go. All right, so we do the starting the ball with the transition. So this depending on the level, guys. So it's very important that you always adapt to the level of the player. So if the players cannot manage this ball from this area with a lot of speed from the back wall, then you have to get closer and do it from this area. Okay, so they do this transition, they hit the ball, and then they do the transition to the net. Okay, and if they manage to do it from this area, when you throw the ball with a lot of spin and a lot of bounce, there is no problem. Okay, but you have to adapt to the level. It's very important. All right, guys, and then we play a tie break or a set. It's up to you depending on the time we have. Okay, good luck, take care, bye.